Hello guys, here I am for another video brought to you by Riadh, an English teacher. This is the third lesson entitled Art Shows, devoted to baccalaureate students. After taking you guys along on my trip to Turkey, I'm gonna take you now on my trip to the United States. If you're interested and you want to find out more, please continue watching this video. Before getting started, let's see what this lesson's objectives are. By the end of the lesson, the students will be able to write an advertisement about a museum by browsing in a website to get an idea about it and watching a video and taking notes to elicit its events. The words the students are meant to acquire in this lesson are crystal clear, ever-changing, immersive, intense, renowned, to be dedicated, to book, to make a reservation, admission, artifacts, exhibition, face mask, fee, innovation, journey, refreshments, sanitizers, an eye-opening experience, a one-of-a-kind journey, an in-person visit, on display, worth visiting. If you're interested in taking an online training course, you can contact me on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, or you can send me an email. And don't forget to share this video and to send it to as many of your friends as possible so that they can make the most of it. Here I am now in Austin, Texas. Since we have this afternoon off, we're gonna seize this opportunity to pay a visit to one of Texas's most renowned and most visited museums and learn about the history and the culture of the United States in general and Texas in particular. But before that, I'm going to browse its website to get an insight into the events and the exhibitions. The Bullock Museum of Texas here. So the museum is called the Bullock, Texas State History Museum, dedicated to presenting artifacts and exhibits reflecting the history of Texas. So what do we have on the website? We have this section here, visit the museum. So I'm gonna have an overview, the admission and the tickets of this museum. We have here Discover Texas History Online. No, I'm not interested in that, as we will have an in-person visit. But if you guys want to discover this museum, you can do that online as well. And we have education programs and resources. This is interesting, so I'm gonna have a look at education resources and the field trips. Great. So let's see what we have in this section here. So visit the Bullock Museum to experience ever-changing exhibitions, innovative films, and unique programs and events. It means it is a changing and developing museum full of innovations and creative and original things. So that seems to be very interesting. So here we have exhibitions, the museum store, events and programs, calendar, IMAX films. So let's have a look here. The Bullock IMAX and the Texas Spirit Theater experience the best in cinematic experience. Experience films. Don't just see films, experience them. Sit in the huge IMAX theater in front of the biggest screen in Texas and become part of the stunning giant screen documentaries about distant countries, space, oceans, animals, and many other amazing places and events. You can check out the educator guides for the films to use in your classroom. As for the admission and tickets. So the museum is open from Wednesday through Sunday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Admission includes access to all special exhibitions and Texas history galleries. Your museum purchase supports the Bolek Museum's exhibitions and educational programming. So for the safety of our visitors and staff, we have implemented new protocol to help limit the spread of the COVID-19, including timed entry for exhibitions. So we have to wear our face masks and carry our sanitizers. As for the admission fees, both students and teachers are allowed to enter this museum free. And for the 45-minute IMAX movie, it's $5 for students and $6 for teachers. Well, this seems to be well worth visiting. I think it's going to be an eye-opening experience and a rewarding learning opportunity. So without further ado, let's head to the museum and find out what it is like. We are now off to the museum. It's within walking distance right across the street from the University of Texas campus. We're going there on foot. It's a 10-minute walk from the dormitory, the Castilian, where we are staying. Here we are at the museum, and this is the main entrance. It looks impressive and spacious. There are 3 whole floors in the museum to explore an ever-changing experience in the Texas history galleries. And all sorts of topics here are covered. The museum was opened in 2001 as the official history museum of the state of Texas. Let's see what we have here. I think there is a drawing that will take place in the 2nd floor lobby at 7:45 p.m. That's good. And we must be present to win in case our names are drawn.
And that's if you want to go.
So I'm going to write my name and my school here.
You can, if you're going to the second.
And I'm going to put my cards here, and I hope I'll be lucky and win something today to savor the moment. On the ground floor, we find a refreshment area serving freshly made snacks as well as a selection of hot and cold drinks. It's ideal for grabbing a quick bite or having a coffee break while doing a tour of this museum. Now up to the first floor to begin our journey.
Take that down, and it creates kind of like a trailing piece on the back.
This woman here is a museum guide who explains the artifacts and the objects on display to the visitors so they can get an idea about their history. This is going to be a rewarding learning opportunity. Let's carry on our tour. The first floor gallery displays the earliest object dating back more than 16,000 years ago. This is a one-of-a-kind journey. This is one of my favorite things to see. As you can see, this is a scene of astronaut Neil Armstrong saluting the United States flag on the moon, July 20th, 1969. We have here Houston, the Eagle has landed. We can hear the first words heard from the moon. And now I'm going to take some pictures. This is an opportunity not to be missed. This one here is an airplane known as the Texan, a plane so durable that many later saw service in the Korean War. As you can see, the museum displays artifacts from around the world. Over 9 million visitors from across the world have explored the Bullock, Texas State History Museum to see what makes Texas, Texas. The second floor gallery explores Texas history from 1821 to 1936. In the third floor gallery, we will explore here Texas cattle stories, the emergence of the oil and gas industry, Texans' presence in the military, culture of music and sports, and Texas's leading role in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. Look at this giant panoramic screen. That's amazing. Watching a movie on this giant screen, I think it will take you from the edge of your seat to the edge of reality. It will bring you closer to the movies you love. As you can see, the images are crystal clear, the colors are so intense, and the sounds are so immersive that the experience will take your breath away and astound you. I think this is something not to be missed. I would like to tell you something. Before traveling to Turkey and to the United States, I had an attitude towards visiting museums and galleries in general. I had always considered them a waste of time and money. I had never thought I would visit them one day. However, after visiting some museums in Turkey and this one in the United States, my opinion has completely changed. There are a lot of benefits to why we should visit museums and galleries when we travel abroad. To name a few, they provide an effective way of learning and they are a source of inspiration. So for example, thanks to this visit to this museum, I was able to make this YouTube video for you guys. Now let's move on to the practice section. After watching this video, use the following notes and write an advertisement about the Bullock Museum in which you encourage people to visit it. Write your answer in the comment section below and I will correct it for you as usual. We've come to the end of this video and these are its keynotes. You can screenshot this page and add it to your portfolio. That's all for me. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and also to make sure to subscribe to our channel so that you can get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much. Love and peace. Riadh.